I took geography in college 300 years ago, and back then it was like North America, South America, and Europe. That was it. That's all there was. And I don't even know what's going on now. Everything. I just found out today in an earlier episode that there's no longer Czechoslovakia, it's the Czech Republic. I didn't know that.
Russ is a man of the world.
Coming to you virtually live from the Beer to Whiskey Studios on the floor of the Greenville Beer Exchange tap room on Lawrence Street in glorious downtown Greenville, South Carolina. I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Big John and Five. That's where I get my good buddy here, Big John Richards, to pick a beer from one of, I don't know, GBX's 20 or so taps or hundreds of cans and bottles of beer that they sell in their retail store up front, which is what we're doing here. And we sniff it, we sip it, we kibitz about it. John tells us a little bit about the brewery. Sometimes we learn a little brewing history. And with all of that behind us, John, what is this?
Well, that's a great question because I think we just literally learned how to pronounce this word about 5 minutes ago from
beer
from
Pivo
Pohjala Pohjala. But
Okay.
so we had the owner here was chatting with us a bit when we popped this beer or decided to pop this beer, and we've been calling it Pohjala or Pohjala or Pohjala, and there are all kinds of different ways we've been trying to figure out how to pronounce this word.
Hawaiian pronunciation and the Polish pronunciation and the whatever pronunciation.
There's the German side, and it could be anything. So he told us that one of our regulars, and I say our because they do let me occasionally play behind the bar here. One of our regulars made a trip over and visited the brewery and found out that it's like almost a single syllable word, as near as we could tell. It was like Pohjala. And so
and it's located where?
What I want you to do is every time we say that word, you have to put the word up on the screen.
Pohjala.
Pohjala. No, like the way it's spelled, but it's
Pohjala.
Yeah. They're from Estonia.
Estonia. See, there's not a location you hear every day when you're talking about beer.
It's not. That's correct.
But I find it interesting that they send their bottles over here to get the caps waxed by Maker's Mark Bourbon.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting.
It's pretty fair. Do
you think that's the case?
I doubt it.
I do too, but
I
think this is kind of a rip-off. They could have put purple or gray or
they
something.
do. This is the only one that's red.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There's lots of black.
So it's kind of a finger stuck in the eye of Maker's Mark, I'm thinking.
If I had to make a guess, I would say they don't know who Maker's Mark is.
I suspect that's the case.
Just a guess, though.
I suspect that's the case.
I'm gonna start
Whoa. Oh, you're cutting.
I'm going to start cutting this thing open. What am I woeing? What am I getting woed for?
Well, because if we were popping the cork or popping a top. But is this a cork? What is in this?
Beer, Russ.
I know what's in it, but what's stuck in the top of it? Is it a cork?
No, it's a bottle cap. It's a regular bottle cap.
Well, see, so I wanted Buddy to get his due.
Buddy's going to get his due. All I'm doing with this tool, if you have one of these at home, pardon me, has little teeth on it, and it rips out the edge of the bottom of the wax, so you can get to the bottom of the bottle cap. So you dig in with the teeth till you feel the thing carving around the edge of the bottle cap, and then you don't have to worry about cutting your hand off. There, see, it's popping there. So we're at the cap. Then you come in with Buddy. I think I'm mangling this thing anyway. I hope Buddy can actually grip this thing. Oh yeah, he can. Yeah,
He's
he
been
can.
doing it for 70 plus years, for the love of God.
Well, I thought his little nest was going to get in the way for a second.
Oh, no.
All right. So what we have here is a beer called
What we have here,
What we've got here is failure to remunerate.
or whatever.
It's communicate, but
I know what...
what we have
Jesus, I know
here
what the line is.
is a cognac barrel-aged imperial stout. And
Holy
it's
cow.
a bonkers thing. We had this on draft for Dark Hearts Week over Valentine's Day, which was 2 months ago now in Earth time. And
How was I not in here during that period and have tasted this?
I don't know. It's possible that you did. And
It is possible I don't remember it. That is possible. Because occasionally, old Uncle Russ might overindulge himself.
wander around a bit.
Yeah.
Super well balanced here, where you really get the front end has
But
a little bit.
I Uber a lot. I
Yeah.
just want to point that out. Go ahead.
Don't drink and drive. It's very
Yeah.
important. So a little bit of there's cognac barrel aged. You get a little bit of that brandy, grapey front end right when you taste it. I don't even know if you smell it a lot, but you smell the barrel and you smell the vanilla and you smell the spice and you smell the big roasted dark chocolate coffee notes around the edges. And the mouthfeel is rich, super smooth, but it tastes like it tastes like mocha, but without the Starbucks. Maybe I'm not
Which is
allowed-
always the best way to taste mocha, in
maybe
my
I'm-
opinion.
Yeah. So I think we should taste it.
Do you?
I think we should say hi to our friends in Estonia when we do.
Wherever Estonia is.
Estonia is right next to Latvia.
Wherever that is. You know, I took geography in college 300 years ago, and back then it was like North America, South America, and Europe. That was it. That's all there was. And I don't even know what's going on now. Everything. I just found out today in an earlier episode that there's no longer Czechoslovakia, it's the Czech Republic. I didn't know that.
Russ is a man of the world.
Holy cow, yeah. What the hell?
Estonia is just south of Finland, if I remember right.
Finland's still where Finland's always been, correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't think.
See, there's still something for us old timers to grasp on. Finland's still
Well,
where Norway, Sweden, I
Now
think are
we got
still.
all the Estonia viewers to turn their TVs off.
Yeah. Jesus.
Let's taste the
Texas
beer.
Miss Lily. So just to mention, we're actually precariously close to being in happy hour here on a Friday.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of action going on here.
They were nice enough to come and let us hang out.
Yep.
So let's actually drink our beer this time.
I think I had a sip before.
I don't think either of us did.
Oh, really?
I was too busy smelling mine. Oh, yeah. You really get that spice out of the barrel right as it starts to finish, and it lingers right through.
That is the thing that strikes me from a sip of it. It's really smooth.
It's super
It is
smooth. Yeah. The only thing that could possibly be construed as bitter was I can taste a little of that barrel rolling around the edges on the finish.
Well, you have, as we and the two of you who watch us all the time well know, that you have a much better palate than I do. I don't get that. What I get is just smooth.
Yeah.
It's really smooth.
It's so superbly well balanced. There's a sweetness up front, there's a body in the middle, there's a clean, dry finish on the end, and it flows. It flows right through the whole thing. It's beautiful. This is a huge beer too, and I did not go look at what the alcohol is. It's 11.5%.
That would be 11.2. 11.2% to you, like math nerds.
It's 11.5.
What'd you say? I thought you said 11.2.
11.5.
You said
You
11.
said 11.2.
Oh,
I think. There is an 11.2 on here, but it's 11.2 fluid ounces.
see,
It's
that's what I
11
was
and a half.
thinking. That's what I was thinking of. But it's actually 11.5
ABVs.
ABV. It's easy to make that mistake, apparently, particularly when you've been doing this for about 7 hours today.
It's good. It's good for you, Russ.
It is.
Keeping you young.
It is. I don't. If you look at me, I don't think it's working, though.
We're really lucky to be able to get some of these beers here. Apparently, this is a gorgeous brewery to go visit. They, our regulars that I referenced, brought back glowing reports, and it's they have a sauna that you can rent by the hour in the brewery. All kinds of fun things to do if you find yourself in Estonia.
Run.
Well, no, run to the brewery.
This is. I've got.
This beer is superb.
I'm telling you, this is growing on me.
Yeah,
Big time.
there are very few people in the United States making beer that can compare
This is
to what's going on here.
really growing on me.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite beer we've had today. And that's saying something because we've
And I
had
would
some
say
really good
that
beers
because
today.
yeah, we've got what 6 or 7 in our rearview mirror.
I don't know, I think we're to 8 or 9, Russ, but
Are we?
yep.
I hope so because
Because we're gonna find out. We'll find out when we get home.
yeah.
Find out next week, kids. See if the cameras have even been rolling.
But that is so smooth and so
Yeah.
complex and so. I love that.
Yeah, everything's right about this beer. All right, now that you've had a sip, let's send these people on their way.
You think?
I think so.
I think so too.
All right.
So damn lucky. See you next time.